Hello everyone. In this session we are going to revise division of a polynomial by another polynomial. Before we start, let us understand a few of the basics of division algorithm. Suppose if you are given that you have to divide 10 by 3. In general notations we write it like this. In this terms 10 is known as the dividend. In polynomials it is generally represented by a p of x, whereas 3, which is dividing 10, is known as a divisor, which is represented by s of x. Now if we divide 3 into 3 will have 9, then subtract the values. 10 minus 9 would be 1. This is known as the remainder, represented by r of x, and this is known as the quotient, represented by q of x. So in general notations, to get a dividend in polynomial we write it like this. Polynomial p of x is equal to divisor s of x into quotient q of x plus the remainder r of x. Okay, so let us start with an example of division of a polynomial. Suppose let us take a divisor, in our case x plus 3, and we want to divide a polynomial, that is x square plus 12x plus 27 with it. Now the first step in division is we have to look at the first term of both the polynomials. In the term of divisor, what will you multiply in order to get the first term that is in the dividend? This is very simple example. So from this we can say that we need to multiply one more x with x to get an x square. So the first step is to multiply an x. Now whatever the value that you have taken in quotient is to be multiplied with each and every term in the divisor. So first x into x would be x square, then x into 3 will get 3x. Now in division we subtract, so we have to change the sign. Plus will become minus, again plus will become minus. From now on we have to consider the new sign only. Okay, so x square minus x square will get cancelled. 12x, you have to forget about the previous sign. 12x minus 3x, we will have 9x. This value comes down, plus 27. Now again we have to look at the first term of the divisor and the first term of this polynomial. What will you multiply with x in order to get a 9x? So the answer is very simple. We have to multiply it with a 9. So again we multiply it with a 9 plus, because the sign of this 9 is positive, so plus 9. 9 into x we get 9x. 9 into 3 will get 27. We change the sign, plus becomes minus, plus becomes minus. 9x minus 9x gets cancelled. 27 minus 27 gets cancelled, so the remainder is 0. This is your remainder. This is the quotient. This is the quotient. This was the divisor, and this was the dividend. Okay, let us take one more example. Let us divide x cube plus 3x square minus 28x minus 30 using a polynomial x plus 6. Write it again. X plus 6. Okay, so the first thing that we do is we look at the terms of the first term of the divisor as well as of the dividend. What will you multiply with an x to get an x cube? This is easy. We have to multiply it with an x square. So let us multiply the first term with x square. Now this we will keep in mind is multiplied with both the terms in the divisor. So x square into x, you will get x cube. X square into plus 6, you will get plus 6x square. Now as it is division, we subtract and the signs changes, plus becomes minus, plus becomes minus. X cube minus x cube will be cancelled. We will forget about the previous sign, we will keep in mind the new sign now. 3x square minus 6x square will become minus 3x squared. So minus 28x will come here. Now again we will look at the first term of the divisor and the first term over here. What will you multiply in x to get a minus 3x square? If you look at the numbers first, we need a minus 3, and you look at the powers of x, we will need one more x. So this time we will multiply the term divisor with a minus 3x. Okay, so minus 3x, again we'll keep in mind that it is multiplied with both the terms of the divisor. So minus 3x into x will give you minus 3x squared. Minus 3x into plus 6 will give you minus 18x. The sign changes, minus becomes plus, minus becomes plus, minus 3x square plus 3x gets cancelled. Again we'll forget about the previous sign, we'll keep in mind the new sign now. Minus 28x plus 18 will give you minus 10x. Now this minus 30 goes down. Okay, we'll look at the first term again of divisor x, and here we have minus 10x. So we will multiply it with a minus 10. So minus 10 into x will be minus 10x. Minus 10 into plus 6 will be minus 60. The sign changes, minus becomes plus, minus becomes plus, minus 10x plus 10x gets cancelled. Minus 30, we'll forget the previous sign now. Minus 30 plus 60, the remainder would be 30. So this is your remainder r of x. This is your quotient. We write it as q of x. This is how you solve this. Okay, let us take one more example. This time we need to divide 8x cube minus 125, with minus 125 using 2x minus 5. 2x minus 5. Now the first thing that I observe is in the case of dividend, it is not in the standard form. I need to convert it into the standard form, that is a x cube plus b x square plus c x plus d, right? So I am again rewriting the dividend like this: 8x cube, just a sec, 8x cube. Now the missing terms can be written like this: plus 0x square plus 0x, plus or minus of the zeros doesn't matter. Okay, so plus 0x minus 125. Now we can divide this easily using 2x minus 5. Okay, look at the first term of the divisor as of the dividend. What will you multiply with 2x in order to get 8x cube? Look at the numbers. There is a 2 and there is an 8. So the number would be 4. Look at the powers of x. There is only 1. There are 3. So we will take x square. So we will multiply it with 4x square. Now we'll keep this thing in mind that 4x square that we are taking is multiplied to both the terms in the divisor. So 4x square into 2x, 8x cube, 4x square into minus 5 would be minus 20x square. We will change the sign, minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus, this gets cancelled. 0x square plus 20x square would be 20x square. 0x comes down, so I'll write it like this, 0x. Then if needed, I will also write 1 minus 125 over here. Okay, let us see if needed then. Let us look at the first term. We have 2x and here we have 20x square. So let us calculate it now. Mentally we'll multiply it with a 10x, right? So let us take 10x. So 10x into 2x would be 20x square. 10x into minus 5 would be minus 50x. We need to change the sign. Minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus. This gets cancelled. We will have 50x. Now minus 125 comes here. Minus 125. Okay, now again we will look at the first term of the divisor 2x and the first term that we have over here 50x. So we need to multiply it with a 25 plus 25. That is how we'll get 50x. 25 into minus 5 will be minus 125. Minus will become plus, plus will become minus. Both the terms will be cancelled and the remainder will be 0.